There is a magical operation of maximum importance, the initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Fulfilling the circular mallet of the Sarafan, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
And welcome to Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Some sort of vampire 'em up. I don't know that much about this game, but it has been installed on my computer for a while and I thought it was time to give it a chance. It's actually been on the list of things to play in my little nerd spreadsheet for these YouTube videos for a little while. And I don't know why, but I've always just kind of skimmed past it and gone, it'll be the next one. Well, now it is the next one. I'll acknowledge it right off the bat. My real name, legally, is Kain. So it's going to be strange if there's a lot of voice acting in this and they keep referring to it. Haven't really even looked at the options, but I get a world map, which is mysteriously grey. And I have 0 slayings, and meals, and mutilations. There's gonna be mutilations in this game. I don't really have any more intro to go through. I don't really know what the game is about or what the setting is. We're just gonna find out together. Do we play as a random vampy boy? Who knows?
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger. What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome. And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
That is an intro. Oh, the music's kicked in very forcefully. I can move around. I'm using the keyboard and mouse for this. I don't know if that's recommended, but we'll be using it for now. And instantly, this is a rough UI. Look, they hadn't quite figured out UIs at this point in history. Oh my god, can you shut up, music? Sorry, it's very loud for me. I don't know how it is for you in the edit. Also, I've taken an instant dislike to my main character here. I assume this is Kain. Maybe it's not, we'll find out. Because he's using what I would describe as perchance English, which is this pseudo-historical fancy boy English that was never really a thing, but fantasy writers love. Just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Also, I find it very silly that this man is just pacing back and forth while giving an impassioned speech about how dangerous these lands are. Oh, this camera is very irritating. I promise I won't complain constantly, but this camera movement is insane. Like, it doesn't follow smoothly at all. Oh my god, it's annoying. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain is a 1996 game developed by Silicon Knights and published by Crystal Dynamics for the PlayStation. It came to Windows a little later with a port made by Semi-Logic and Activision. Silicon Knights was a Canadian developer founded in 1992. They started out with PC-based strategy games like Dark Legions and The Horde, and in 1998 they were signed by Nintendo as an official second-party developer, leading to the release of Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem. Terrible name, great game. I streamed it at one point and had a lovely time. After that, they joined up with Microsoft in the mid-2000s for a game called Too Human. In the early 10s, they were involved in a protracted legal battle with Epic Games. They claimed Epic were selling an underpowered version of the Unreal Engine compared to what they used in-house, and that they were forced to develop an entirely new engine for Too Human at the cost of $58 million, a figure that was later thrown out as unreliable and speculative. After they were unable to come up with any actual financial breakdowns, the maximum possible payout for the case was reduced to just $1 per claim. The case dragged on for over 5 years and Epic won on all counts. Silicon Knights were ordered to pay $4.5 million after the court decided they had breached Unreal's license. The company announced bankruptcy in 2014. Their final game was 2011's X-Men Destiny, which was a critical and financial failure. The lawsuit didn't exactly revitalize things for the studio. There's not much to say about Semi-Logic, the boys that handled the Windows port, an American company that worked mainly on ports and licensed games and doesn't exist anymore. Their last game was Marvel Heroes for the Hyperscan, a console I've never heard of, and neither have you. It was a Mattel thing, marketed at teens. It had a total of 5 games and was discontinued after a year. I'm running out of space here, so I'm speedrunning the rest of these companies. Crystal Dynamics are a famous publisher known for Tomb Raider, Gex, Batman Arkham, Deus Ex, and others. You already know them. Activision are Activision. They're the Microsoft-owned Activision Blizzard now after a series of bloated mergers. At this point in these videos, talking about them makes me feel sick. Alright, we got through it.
That's him!
Oh god! Jesus Christ, what do I do? Can I click? I don't know how to fight. I don't know the controls. You haven't told me the controls! Run! Why is there like 50 men? It's like playing Stalker. Go back inside. This was a horrible idea. Oh, it's locked! I could probably kite them forever, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's worse inside! Bye. Any other open doors, do we think? I am the master of kiting. Oh, never mind! I've been stuck!
Now!
They, victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
Oh, the UI's become even more busy after a transformation. Also a relatively painless vampire transformation. I mean, sure, you had to hang out in hell for a bit, but there was no nasty biting or drinking of blood. You're just kind of fine now. Oh, the camera is still just as irritating. I don't know how this is going to be to watch. I do have a patch enabled. We'll talk more about that later as the video goes on. There was an option that I saw while installing the patch for smoother camera movement, and I was like, we probably won't need that. Might go back and check that after a couple of minutes. I pressed a switch. I didn't realize I was pressing a switch. I was assuming that was a door, but that's fine. Now, how do we think this game controls? I don't know if I have a manual for this or not. Hang on. The game does not come with a manual. Oh no! Let me see if I can find one online! We're doing it live! Well, very much not live. I'll be editing past it for you. I have found the controls page of a manual on the Internet Archive. It's a bit wild. Attack is Alt. Oh no. We might also be switching over to a controller at some point. This might need some live maintenance, because I did not test this before recording. Oh, it's some sort of Magic the Gathering card, or possibly a Yu-Gi-Oh!
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
It's very vampire-y. That's classic vampire stuff. Is this your crypt, then? Why do you have a floor painting of yourself? That seems incredibly narcissistic. Although I suppose vampires are sometimes known for their narcissism. I also like that my character appears to be a bit of a freak. Like a bit of an angry, evil freak who's like, I like torturing people. That's cool, I wasn't expecting it. Oh god, why are you in my house? I thought you were like my butler.
They fix us!
Bite him. Eat him down. I probably need to drink people. Ooh, action is control. The animations are quite nice as well. It's obviously very Diablo. I don't actually know which came out first, but just its whole presentation and layout is quite Diablo-esque.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the Heart of Darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
You don't sound like an edgelord, in case you were worried. Oh, a boy in a slime? I don't know what I'm looking at there. Some sort of slimy friend.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
Are you going to narrate everything that happens? That's kind of my job. Can I drink this woman? Do I just keep her here as a living Capri-Sun? I do! Oh, she's dead? Okay, well what's the point of keeping her at all? Guess it's like a fridge.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical
Oh, I thought you were
energy
some sort of
that
guard
increases
slime.
my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Why are you saying this? Just kill me! Oh, that noise was very upsetting. It's a goofy skeleton! Oh no! Hit it. Where the hell am I? I thought I was in my house. Doesn't seem to be the case, though.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
What do you mean? If this is your house, why is everything here angry at you? Can you tell if anything's changed? I've installed more of the patch to make the camera not as nightmarish, because instantly it was making me feel motion sick, and I'm not somebody who typically gets motion sick in video games. That was all simply too irritating, so now it's much smoother.
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Oh, my controller's vibrating. I've also switched over to controller. A lot happened in the last couple of minutes. I got sick of playing it already and was like, this won't do. It does mean the controls page that I have up in the other window is useless, but we'll puzzle it out together. Oh, I can hold down the attack button, or do combos. Look at that. Well, it's not raining anymore, so I guess I don't need to find shelter. Why is my controller vibrating? I don't know what's going on. Where am I? What am I doing in this game? Hang on, did I miss something? I found a scan of a manual for it, and it doesn't list any other backstory, at least not anything particularly detailed or interesting. So I guess we are just thrown in. One of the very few things I knew about this game going in is that it at least claims to have a dark, intricate, complicated story. Maybe that comes later. Right now, we're wandering in tunnels for no well-explained reason. That's sometimes all you need, though. I love the first Diablo game, and that doesn't really have much in the way of plot. Ow, spikes. Okay, why'd I walk into them and expect anything else to happen? I mean, look, if you're just gonna come at me with a shovel, you can't really expect much. Ooh, a woman. How would I drink a... That's how you drink a woman. You press the B button. This is easier to deal with on a controller. However, I am famously terrible at using controllers, so it's still gonna be an issue. Are you grave robbers, possibly? Are you robbing my grave? It's all worth it for that noise. I don't even need to drink you. I might keep you for later. Blood Omen was originally going to be called the Pillars of Nosgoth. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I hate colons in game titles, so I'd take it. Seriously, just call it Blood Omen or Legacy of Kain. Grow up, game developers. It was floated as a project in 1994 by Silicon Knights president/founder Dennis Dyack and artist/director Kellen McCulloch. The whole thing had deep cinematic artistic aspirations. According to Dennis, it was directly inspired by Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. This movie was the ultimate definition of grey. Everyone had a good side, and everyone had a bad side, and every action had a price. How would players react in this situation? How would they feel? When the game got picked up by the publisher, the PlayStation hadn't even been announced. They thought they'd be releasing for the 3DO or the Sega Saturn, consoles which I feel have been largely forgotten by the general population. It was formally revealed at E3 in 1995, and the team was expanded dramatically to cash in on the hype. At this point, Silicon Knights more than doubles in size, and several designers from Crystal Dynamics aid the increased design. This resulted in 5 designers from Crystal flying up to Canada and spending over 6 months with us. 40 in-game characters are increased to 190, 40 tile sets are increased to over 600. In a 2007 interview with Game Sutra, Crystal Dynamics' Lyle Hall talked about meeting with Dyack. "To me it was obvious this game deserved a Zelda-style take on a vampire action RPG. We were convinced we could truly evolve the genre." When he was asked about further partnerships with Crystal Dynamics around this time, Dyack said, "This is extremely unlikely for many reasons that I cannot go into. All the sequels and prequels went on to be developed by Crystal Dynamics. They were actually sued by Silicon Knights over this in 1998 when they tried to retain the marketing rights and alleged that Crystal had stolen concept work from them, misrepresented themselves to Activision as the real developer of the game, and poached workers from Silicon Knights. The suit was settled privately, and Crystal Dynamics and Eidos have been the owners of the IP ever since." I don't know what to do about this, unless this is a button. Hey! Look at me solving puzzles. I wonder how puzzly this is going to be. Well, I don't know what to do now. Try pressing just this one. Try pressing these two. Oh, I don't know if that was ambient noise or something I did wrong. Press, just this one and this one. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Stop saying Ve Victus.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
You go on a bit, don't you, Kain? I go on a bit, but you especially. Spell mode. Oh! I've pressed one of the shoulder buttons and it's done whatever the hell this is.
The heart of darkness. Flay. The heart of darkness. Flay.
Are you done?
Flay.
Are you okay? You're not done. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is Flay. Select that and then cast it with that button. Oh! That kind of worked. I don't know if that was a waste or not. Oh, it's a boy slave. We haven't seen one of you yet. I'll drink you as a special treat. Never mind, I just killed you. I forgot the button. I'll drink you instead. Plain old girl slave. Ugh, I'm sick of it by now. At some point, maybe I'll figure out what the hell is going on. I got another flay. Am I robbing my own corpses here? Like, are these my family tombs? This kind of looks like it was scribbled in MS Paint, but I recognize that this is quite an old video game. Oh, my controller vibrated some. This boulder must be special. Push it. Push it real good. No, he doesn't want to push it. That's fine. It's a little bit difficult for me to parse what is interactable on this screen and what isn't. I only just realized that these are chests. I think I've ignored like 4 or 5 of these going through this dungeon because they just looked like random beams. Is it daytime outside? It's very bright through these windows. Should I be putting on a cowl or some sort of hood? That's kind of the same thing as a cowl, right? I don't really know what a cowl is.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
We must have just woken up. I thought we had basically skipped forward and we were an established vampire, because we're wearing shiny evil armor and know how to drink people. But I guess that was just kind of assumed. That's an innate thing that us vampires have. I need to return here to rest because of my vampire ways. Nobody told me this, I've just assumed. Oh, this is a save point. It terrifies me that these save points might be few and far between, because I hate that sort of system.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
If you ended up in hell and they're the ones that killed you, they might go to heaven. It doesn't really stack up that they'd end up in the same place necessarily. They probably will, but I wouldn't assume. Hello? Oh, we're here! And it's them! Oh, we must have only been in hell for like 5 minutes. What a lame-o.
If we put you down once, we could do it again.
I might need to bring out Flay. Oh my god, I loved that.
Faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
That's fair. I mean, you are in a very upset frame of mind. I don't think anybody would necessarily blame you.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
There is still a handful left. Don't be too eager now. Also, no greater release. Have you ever had to pee for like 4 hours and then suddenly you don't? That's pretty good. I've never really gotten revenge, though. It's not really my style, so I can't say I understand. I can't empathize, at least.
'Tis not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters. Look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
I had sort of assumed that my killing was a random mugging gone wrong, but there was a lot of them. So maybe it's part of some vast conspiracy. Or I'm being used like an idiot by some sort of evil necromancer. Is this some sort of magical trap?
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place. I would not be kind to the denizens that lurk here. They would taste my steel, and I their blood.
Has anybody here seen amateur theatrical performances? No reason. Oh, I recognize this place. Wait, am I just massacring They're not attacking me. Maybe I should leave them alone. You wanna, like, talk to me? Oh! Sorry! Sorry, I forgot what the attack button was there and assumed I could maybe speak. What about Inboy? Oh, the Inboy's very angry. Is this woman trying to kill me as well? You don't even have a weapon. What about you? Are you chill? I think there's a chance I'd be angriest at the innkeeper who forced me to leave and go into the night where I was attacked for no real reason. But apparently I can't kill him. Hello, friends. I don't think there's any reason for me to kill anymore. It's making me feel weird. I too, when I'm alone in my house, like to pace endlessly back and forth, wearing a physical rut into the floor. It helps with the worries and the horrors. They seem to respawn, so it doesn't really seem like there's much use in doing this. Do you mind that I'm a vampire man? I'm gonna break all your cups. I hate barrels. I hate them. I'm like an edgy Link. If I never hear him say Fae Victus again. The opening cutscene had a lot of people shouting names as well, by the way. Reminded me of Akira, and I don't mean that in a positive way. Oh yes, I didn't even consider this. It's running water, or like rivers and stuff. That anathema to vampires. They don't like it. We should go over the bridge.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail. And yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
You know what? That makes sense. If they're actively portraying this man as a bloodthirsty moron, then I'm okay with the lack of context. If they're willing to make this character a complete doof who does not care about asking questions and just wants to charge forward into the rain with a sword, that's fine by me. I need to drink a boy soon. I'm running dangerously low on boy juice. Just kind of stun him. There we go. Because the rain appears to hurt me. I guess it's running water from the sky, so that kind of makes sense. Oh no, it's a throwing man! Should probably remember that I have spells at some point. It would help for these situations. Yes! Do it again, just as a fun treat. Oh my god, this guy has figured out my weakness. If he sticks directly behind me, I can't do anything. No! No! I have the turning circle of an SUV. It's not really great.
Night dawns, and with it, the vampire grows stronger.
I appreciate that when the voice kicks in, the music fades out. It means that I have to do significantly less work in the edit later.
The Pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
Did you talk like this before? Or is it just instant that when the flip happens, you start waxing poetic like you're in Only Lovers Left Alive? Oh, I've been alive too long, this curse of immortality. My eyes grow tired of these worldly possessions and sights. Nothing brings me joy anymore. It's like ash in my fingers. Oh, how long have you been a vampire? About 2 hours. The development of Blood Omen ran on for almost 4 years. I mentioned before that they doubled their staff and flew employees from Crystal Dynamics to Canada for half a year. Turns out they didn't even arrange accommodation for those people. They were left to sort out and pay for themselves in a period of great personal sacrifice. A decent amount was allegedly changed or cut during development to appease the publishers. According to head writer Ken McCulloch, he was urged to remove or simplify several character names. I suppose in many ways I am marketing's worst nightmare as a writer. I'm urged towards more accessible and less flavourful names. Despite this, I've gotten a few names from hell through the marketing censor. Originally, there was an FMV depicting Kain's murder as part of the opening section to tell the story of how Kain became a vampire. No idea where that was cut. I can barely find any evidence of it. And Dennis Dyack said in 2007 that he was repeatedly told by producers that this is too ambitious. Vampires are passé. Gamers don't want deep characters. Kain needs to be totally kick-ass. It feels like the team behind this game fully thought they were making the gaming equivalent of Citizen Kane, and they constantly portray themselves as trailblazing past squares in suits and doing things that no one else had ever considered. Considering that what I've seen so far is like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, I don't know if I actually believe a word of this, but I am removed from the historical context. After Activision, Crystal Dynamics and BMG divided up the marketing and manufacturing rights, Silicon Knights added a splash screen to the credits in another self-claimed first in the industry, in order to avoid any confusion on who actually created, conceived and developed this game. Feels like there was already the stirrings of a worry that Crystal would take the helm after this. Teleportation slab? Apparently! I was joking, but that's what that is. Is this a pillar then? Ooh, cutscene!
Nupraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Nupraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the Pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
How am I supposed to beware it if it's unspoken?
Nupraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. My hunt for Nupraptor began. The Pillar of Nature, protected by the druid Bane.
Okay, I didn't actually interact with that, but thanks for the information. That was a lot of words and a lot of fantasy nonsense. Aziraphale, the Wise One, commands thee to go to the deserts of Numenoth. If you were worried this wasn't going to be fantasy enough, you've been proven wrong. Now also, who the hell was any of that? What the hell were you talking about? Who were you talking about? Was it the necromancer who made me? Also, I thought you were perfectly happy with this curse about 15 seconds ago. Now suddenly it's a curse, and you want it gone. What is wrong with you? Can you keep something straight in your head for about 4 minutes? You're just a strange man, Kain, and I don't like you. I can't talk to the ghost anymore, that's fine.
The Pillar of Energy, protected by the energist, Dejul.
His name is Dejul, and he's an energist. My god. Whoever was in charge of the names was having either a really good day or a really bad day.
The Pillar of the Mind, protected by the mentalist Nupraptor.
That's the one. Nupraptor. Which is, again, an incredible name. The mentalist. I know that that's a normal word, but I cannot hear it as anything other than the rude slang.
Protected by the planar azimuth.
Don't know what that means. Also, planar, I think, is spelled with an A. Oh, I used my flay! And now it's circling this ghost. Sorry, that must be very annoying. I know you can't actually get hit by it because you're a ghost.
The Pillar of Balance, once defended by Ariel. The pillars choose their own.
I'm sure that means something. Goodbye. The rain is really hurting. I need to leave and get out of it. I have a hard time limit at the pillars. Goodbye. This is looking outstandingly linear so far, so it doesn't look like I'll have to worry about it.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease.
Hell
With
yeah.
my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Never mind, fast travel might be a thing now.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form.
It's an early case of the ubiquitous game design choice of having towers reveal a map. I have no... Oh, God, okay. That's a pretty ugly bat. You've managed to create something quite hideous from something so cute. Speaking of which, we have to mention, Kain is no looker, is he? I mean, I could be talking about myself here and be just as accurate. He's not a pretty vampire. They haven't gone with the... I name-checked Only Lovers Left Alive earlier in the video. They haven't really gone with that look, have they? He's more horrible and ugly. Although he didn't look very good to start with. Couldn't really go down much further. Let's turn into a bat boy. Bwah! That's the noise I make when I turn into a bat. Can't really go anywhere else. That's fine. There's the Pillars of Nosgoth. There's stuff. Let's just go back, I guess. How do I click that exit button, do we think? Nothing's happening. Oh no. Oh no, what do I do? Okay, it's one of the start or select buttons. I don't know which is which. Is this a town? No, it's not a town. It's just angry, angry men, like always. Well, maybe it's a bit open-worldy, because I can't... Oh, respawn. That's never a huge fan of respawning enemies, but we'll see how tedious it
As
gets.
daylight chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes.
You don't have to say that every time. I thought we had realised by this point that the whole what a horrible night to have a curse thing was not a great piece of design. Oh, is this a crypt? I came in here just to see what was going on, but I don't know what I'm looking at. It might just be a save shrine. No, it's angry men. Why am I in here? What is this? Just a random dungeon? I mean, I can appreciate random dungeons.
Please, help me, kind sir!
Oh, you're not. You have misunderstood what's happening, I'm sorry.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
Who taught you about vampires? Because I'm not saying you're wrong about any of this, but have you actually checked? Did you just get given a manual by Nupraptor or whatever the hell he's called? Mr. Naruto?
Help me, kind sir!
A lot of these voices sound like me doing voices,
Help me, kind sir!
which I suppose might be complimentary. Depends on how you feel about my various voices. There's not really a lot to say about what's happening right now. It feels a little bit like very advanced Pac-Man, which is not a bad thing. Pac-Man's famous and well-liked for a reason. I don't know what I was expecting from the gameplay. Mainly just slashing at whatever moves and avoiding things that look like they might be spiky and hurt me. I might go into the sound files and disable him saying that as well. At some point I might come across a room that doesn't look identical. I'm looking forward to that. The blood effect is really cool. I don't even know what this is. Is this like a switch on the back of a chair? The graphical fidelity, not particularly high, so it's hard to make out what's going on sometimes. Ow. Oh. Is that it?
Light.
Light. Oh, I have to assign spells. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, Dark Diary might be a thing. No, it's not a thing. Dark Diary I was hoping would be a quest log where he writes his purple prose all over this book, tells me his motives, what he wants, why he doesn't want to be a vampire anymore. How it replays cutscenes. Well, we don't need to see that. That is kind of cool though. I like that function. I think I'm just out. I can't see anything else to do here. I do like his prickish little laugh. He reminds me a bit of Baldur's Gate 3 Evil Asterion. If you've played that game, there is a point where you can make Asterion an evil full vampire, and it's fun, however it makes him a way less interesting character than he otherwise was. It's very much the bad end of his storyline. Blood Omen spawned a whole extended series of games, albeit all quite different to this first entry. Once Crystal Dynamics and Eidos took over, they morphed the series into a third-person 3D adventure em-up. It looks a little like a bloodier, vampire-based Tomb Raider. I've never played any, but according to Moby Games, despite the radical change in style, this game's plot is the centerpiece of what develops into an intricate vampire time travel drama. Events from Blood Omen are constantly referred to in the following games. The vampire Janos Audrin, who is never encountered in Blood Omen and whose backstory just adds flavor to a power-up, becomes a character of major importance in almost all sequels. After the release of Blood Omen, Dennis Dyack was considering a prequel featuring the character of Vorador. If we decide to do more in the Blood Omen series, then it is a safe bet to say that he will be in it. Once Ken and myself thought of this character, we knew that there had to be a great deal of history behind this guy. I have no idea who this is. Crystal Dynamics' sequel, Soul Reaver, came out in 1999 and was a critical and financial hit. Despite the legal battles around it, it later came out that Soul Reaver had never started as a Blood Omen game at all. Designers Amy Henning and Seth Karras had come up with a biblical-themed action game project, which was reluctantly worked into a vampire game at the request of the company's upper management. There are currently 5 games in this series, 2 Soul Reaver games and 2 direct sequels to this. Blood Omen 2 and Legacy of Kain Defiance from 2002 and 2003 respectively. There's some confusing looking alternate timeline stuff going on in them, and the last one didn't score amazingly well. The series has been finished, or at least dormant, since then. There was a project called The Dark Prophecy in development around 2004, made by Ritual Entertainment of Sin and Heavy Metal Fac 2 fame, the latter of which got a video on this channel. Go watch. It got cancelled quickly without even getting officially announced. Dennis Dyack commented on all of this in 2008, saying, "If you look at Legacy of Kain where it is right now, so diluted, so dysfunctional. You get this dilution of the content because the original author is gone." Now I feel like I'm back on track, back in the wild world, no longer in these forced little tunnels. Noctome. That sounds ominous. That doesn't sound vampire-y at all. I don't know what to say about that piece of artwork. It speaks for itself. Oh no, more identical tiles. Please, no more identical tiles. Oh, it's gonna be identical tiles and I don't know a way through this. There was no other passage, god damn it. Another fun fact, I just had to go and get a fan from another room, so you might hear a tiny little bit of a background hiss in the video from this point on, because I'm recording this in a mini heat wave in Ireland. I was physically sweating at my desk. I looked down at myself and realised that I looked like I'd been rained on and thought, this won't do. I can't keep playing like this, it'll just make me die. Do we think the same green skeletons will be in here? Nothing yet.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path, but the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage.
That sounds absolutely fine. Use that then, friend. Oh my. Ow! Okay, I can jump now. I'm a little bit less powerful, and I'm very hard to maneuver around. I can't do anything but hop. That is also a really sickly looking wolf. If I was told I could turn into a wolf at will, I'd go, okay, that sounds alright. This is like a capricious genie granted that wish and went, okay, but you'll be a really horrible little wolf. You'll be a wolf that nobody would want to be. Oh, you're a wizard. I should look out for the wizards. I'm sure that's opened some sort of door. It's an action-adventure game, I'm working it out. It's like Diablo with puzzles. Diablo mixed with Tomb Raider. And I like both of those games a great deal. Well, you're not a magic man, you're just a knife man. That's way more boring. I played both of those games relatively recently for the first time and really liked them. This is... also there. Ooh. Oh god, that hurts in wolf form too! Fair enough, I should have recognized that. Can I jump up ledges? I can. God forbid my human form climb. That would be ridiculous. Who's leaving these vials of blood around? I don't mean to be that sort of Cinema Sins nitpicky ding kind of guy, but it just feels more than usual on this channel. This feels very gamey, like I'm playing something at an arcade. Maybe it's just the presentation, the top-down, tile-based aspect of it. I thought I had wandered back into the same dungeon accidentally there, but no, it just looks exactly the same. Oh, that's a big axe. Jesus. Maybe I should be a human again. That's too big! Oh no, I can't handle it when it's that big. Smash him. There we go, that's what happens. Oh, I'm so slow now. I got used to wolf speed. The sound design's kind of fun. It's a little bit low quality and bitty, but I imagine that's because it had to fit onto a PlayStation 1 CD. I don't know how much they could hold, but it can't have been much. The manual I'm looking at for the controls is a PlayStation 1 controller that's so old it does not have analog sticks. So it's an old game. Oh, what? That just brought me right back to here. It's like a Skyrim door or something. Did I not need to go in here at all? Oh, now I understand. We have wolf form. Your boy learned to jump. Cool. Oh, wolf on wolf violence. Oh, that doesn't feel fair. Knocked home this way. We're still gonna knocked home, I suppose. So is this fantasy Germany? I don't know what mythology they picked up on for this. That's where you hear about werewolves and vampires and stuff. It's all Central European, right? Unless you go farther east and you get those Chinese vampires that jump around like they're little pogo sticks, which, I hate to say it, at the risk of being insensitive, are very silly and also kind of cute. Not that our vampires aren't silly as well. I mean, look at me. Can I drink in this mode? I can. I am currently DMing my first Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Before you get too excited, it's 4th edition because it's the only one I've played, which nobody enjoys. I enjoy it, I'll stick up for 4th edition, it's all I know, I like it. In my campaign, I have just put my players up against a were-rat, and that's what this looks like more than a werewolf to me. Looks like way more of a rat-type boy than a wolf-like boy. Speaking of which, I'll go into boy mode. As I say it out loud, boy mode is a different thing. He's not even wearing a hoodie, and he doesn't have a blow-high with him. I will say this is significantly easier than the last vampire game I played on the channel, which was Vampire the Masquerade... Retribution? Redemption? One of those incredibly long, cumbersome titles. It had an or word in it somewhere. Not that one. This isn't South Park. Am I meant to go into this temple-looking thing, or do I just continue on? I'm hesitant to go into any temple, because they're just going to be exactly the same. It's going to be a save point, and then maybe we'll get an item a la Zelda. They're being relatively generous with the save points. Oh no, it's another one of these. It looks like I'll get the ability to cast lightning from this one. That might be useful. Can you piss off? Why are you so long? Oh, it's magic men! These are actual magic men this time, not just imaginary ones.
The energy bolt employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
Can you stop firing magical bolts at me? Run away! It's gone wrong. It's gone so wrong. Okay, how would we equip one of those, do we think?
Energy bolt.
I think I've equipped it. The menu is a little bit cumbersome and weird. Lovely. Oh, there's another one right there! I don't... Oh god, everything's gone really badly for me. I hate it in this temple. This is a horrible temple for nerds. I shouldn't be here. Eee, there's so many of them! Okay, there's some drinkable boys over there. Maybe I should be going in the opposite direction. I'm about to die. Can I not leave? Oh god, they've closed the door. Well, I'm about to die then, aren't I?
The Heart of Darkness.
What does that do? Oh, it brings me back a little bit. Ooh, Christ in heaven, I'm dead again.
The Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, I've only got a couple of those. Can I go through this door? No, is there a switch I need to pull? Why is it suddenly got incredibly difficult? Yes, I understand, you're very shiny. Stop doing that.
The Heart of Darkness.
How many of these do I have?
Victor!
Can I block?
The Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, we just... do we have infinite of these? That's fine, I guess. You sound like Seth Rogen, but evil.
The Heart of Darkness.
Why are you so angry at this curse? In quotation marks, curse. What was I even in this room for? I genuinely don't know. Is that a switch back there? This isn't opening. And I'm still so hot. Looking at these flames is making me feel nauseated. I feel like I'm missing something fundamental here. That must be a switch, but I don't know how to activate it. My spell button isn't working. Have I actually equipped the spell? Hang on, I'm going over to the manual again. During the game, press X to cast the spell in the spell box. I mean, I have a few spells in the spell box, don't I? Like, which one is the spell box? Which one of these boxes is the spell box? Help me. Oh, I do have a map of the dungeon if I press this button. That's really cool. It's less obtrusive and annoying than Diablo's map as well. So that's a plus. Oh, hang on. I pressed the right trigger and it's brought up this menu. So if I then select that, now it's equipped. And now it's bright. That feels like it hasn't helped that much. What if I cast a lightning ball? There we go, I figured it out. I've been here for minutes. Oh my god.
The Heart of Darkness.
Is there a penalty for going down to 0 hit points then? Do you not even get hurt by that? Oh, it takes 3 to kill you! 3! Can I drink you from here? I can, that's actually wonderful. Smash. And that's mana? Okay, I'm working out the mechanics here. Oh, didn't mean to, sorry. I actually wanted to drink you, that's a big waste for me. This isn't an abandoned game. You can purchase this for cheap via GOG and have it work fine, which is always nice. The PC port of the game was considered a bit bare bones and technically underpowered compared to the PlayStation version. The GOG release was made public in 2021 and is based on that port. Like a lot of releases from that shop, it has some built-in patches and fixes already applied, but nerd types on the internet strongly recommend using Verox GL Wrapper and Patch, a package that makes any version of of the game compatible with modern systems, adds subtitles, upgrades the frame rate and animation speeds that were apparently much slower in the PC release, and raises the video and audio quality of the cutscenes to be more in line with the console originals. There's other patches available for similar fixes, as well as mods and dedicated forums. It quickly becomes very obvious when researching this game that it has a passionate cult following. Anyway, I'm using that patch, and I'd recommend it for the camera smoothing at a minimum. This video would have been shorter without it. I think that's everything in this nightmare. Let's leave, if I can. It's still not open. Oh god, why? Do I have to jump through it as a wolf? No, I can get nowhere, but be quick while doing it. This is a door as well. How do any of these open? Let me out! Oh my god, oh my god. I've been here for so long trying different things and walking endlessly back and forth in these corridors looking for something I missed. And it was just those switches again. Just flipping this one on again with the other two off. I have heard this goddamn gothy bongo track like 40 times as it awkwardly cuts in and out as it loops. Christ in heaven. Don't look at me. Oh, they home, it's magic missile. I badly need the drink. If I have infinite hearts of darkness or whatever they're called, maybe it's not really a big deal. Oh, I can't even hit him from up there. Ah!
The Heart of Darkness.
Yes, I know, Heart of Darkness. We've all seen the film. Come down here, I hate you. Ah!
Save Victor!
Is this door open now? Please don't make me hit more buttons. Okay, I can start to leave. I don't even want to fight you, I'm leaving. Goodbye. That was an absolute misery. I hated every second of that dungeon. But I do have a spell now, I wonder if that'll be useful. I don't know. Oh, you're back. I have no idea if I'm going the right way. We'll keep going to Noctome, I don't know why. Oh, I can also go that way. So I'm going north or west, and then there's like thickets of woods blocking everything else off. Yes, I'm going north, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me right now. I'm not frightened of the dogs. Maybe I should be frightened of the dogs. If there's like 50 dogs, I'll be frightened of the dogs. I wonder, actually, speaking of dogs, there is a jumpable bit here with... Oh, God.
So sweet. Come, drink from us.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nightmarish at all, sure. Do I have to do anything special in order to drink from you, or do I just walk up in boy form?
Your strength has increased, for our blood enhances.
Ooh, that's lovely. That was, I could tell just from the noises that was delicious and satisfying. Can I not go down from here? Oh, come on. Do I have to be in a wolf form to go down a slight ledge? Lame. I don't know why I've started saying lame recently. Not only is it marginally problematic, it's so 90s coded. I think it might be because I've been playing so many 90s games over the course of the last year or so, because of this channel.
The village of Nactholm was typical of Nosgoth peasantry. Yet amidst the farmers and smithies of the quiet country life prowled brigands and cut-purses.
The character is beginning to grow on me as he leans fully into evil theatre ham energy. He is such a horrible man, and he's so arrogant. I push this aside, I can. Oh, hello. I probably shouldn't be a wolf if I want to speak with you people. Can I speak with any of you? Ye Town Tavern! Fun fact, that is pronounced the Y was just sometimes a shortened form of TH. It wasn't ye oldie either, it was the old tavern, if it was spelled like that. Hello. Ah! I didn't do anything to you! I do have my sword out, which maybe is not great. Oh god, why does everybody hate me? I'm just here to relax, I want to book a room for Christ's sake. I wasn't going to hurt any of you. Well, now I am, I suppose. I'll kill random unarmed women. I'm not a sexist. You brought this on yourself. I was friendly. Are they going to be mad when I go outside? No, they're broadly speaking all right. The Lion's Head pub, do you need two right next to each other? I guess I do live in Ireland, and that is a stereotype that does hold. How about the people in here? I can see your slapping arm is ripe for action, so I don't want to come near you. Can I get back there behind the bar? Because there is a blood vial. Oh, I could probably jump over there as a wolf. Well, look, I don't need it anyway. I'm just going to leave these people alone. My character may be an absolute nightmare, but I'm not yet. The armory. Ooh, I'd love to buy some new weapons. Can anybody just chill out for a second? I want to shop. I don't know if shopping is going to be a big thing in this game. Jesus Christ. I was really hoping we'd find someone who was willing to speak to me, but I guess this isn't billed as an RPG, is it? I wanted a cool shiny dagger. Or maybe a shield, I don't know. Go interesting with it. I never use shields in games. I just finished a video game called Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, which is a terrible name, and not a particularly good game. But it's a Skyrim-esque Dark Souls-y ARPG, and shields are very prominently featured in it, and I never equipped one once. Just never crossed my mind. I forgot they were in the game until I ended it. The King's Tavern. That's all that's in here is taverns. Taverns and one armory, and every single one of them wants to kill me.
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest. Causing my victim's body to shrink on itself, crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see.
I'm enjoying the tone more and more as it goes on, because it's really reminding me of a Saturday morning cartoon mixed with a Hammer horror. It's so goofy. I don't know if the game is taking itself seriously. It shouldn't. The tone it's ending up with is very Christopher Lee grinning at the camera while flashing a cape. What the hell is this, and why is it flashing? I don't need to kill these. Oh, I killed that old man. I don't know why that was sparkling so much, but we'll never find out now. Anyone who could tell me is dead. Why am I here? What am I doing? I don't still really understand my quest. We're finding this mentalist, but I don't really know why. We're upset about being a vampire, but I don't really know why. Up north, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we should keep going north. I don't want to go into any more of these houses. It's just full of angry, sad people. There might be a night cycle as well, because it's midnight. They might all be asleep, at least mostly. Maybe that's when I should have gone into the shop. This way to Steinchenkreuz. Steinchenkreuz. You have to do the accent or else you can't pronounce it properly. Oh, this leads to a proper town. But the thing is that I'm not excited about reaching any towns. I know in my heart that as soon as I go into this town, they're all going to be really upset with me and try and kill me.
The town of Steinchenkreuz bore with it the infamous aroma of its inhabitants. In life, I would not have graced the place with my presence. In death, I merely added to the stench.
You're such a horrible boy. Hello. Stop trying to hit me! I'm a patron! It's making it quite hard to have any sort of connection to any of the areas I'm going through when all of them are just this. They're either plain stone-tiled dungeons that I get stuck in for 15 minutes, or towns with no interactability about them. This might as well just be another dungeon, just less dangerous. You gonna follow me all the way out? No. Once I leave you alone, you're fine with me. What does that even say? Wasserbunde! Oh no, we need to go to Wasserbunde! Stop hurting me! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna need to use Heart of Darkness again. Oh, I pressed the wrong button and blew you up, for Christ's sake. What is this? Why is this on the edge of this town? If you're this upset by vampires, you think you'd sort this hole out? What the hell is that? Is that from Doom?
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Oh, shut up. Do you want to talk? Are you just a statue? You might just be a statue. I guess this is as far as we go, sorry. I don't know what the lore explanation for this room is, but at least I'm back up to full health. Oh god, this man's back too, though. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain received positive reviews. It's got an 83% on game rankings, and while it doesn't have an official Metacritic score, the user score on the site is sitting at an 8.5 out of 10. The GOG user rating is 4.6, which is one of the highest I've seen. It sold well too, although there's yet more controversy about that. Silicon Knights claimed it sold over 2 million copies, but in one of their various court battles in 2011, a figure of around 320,000 was revealed. This company was addicted to appearing and losing in court. Critics generally praised the story, tone, and epic length of the game, with a reviewer in Next Generation magazine singling out Kain's angst-ridden monologues, calling the gameplay reminiscent of 80s arcade game Gauntlet. Complaints went towards technical hitches, slightly dated graphics, and sometimes boring gameplay, as well as the camera, which everyone hated, and the save system from PC reviewers. GamePro said, "The hauntingly compelling storyline triumphs over somewhat plodding action," and called the scrolling jerky and unpredictable. All the professional reviews read kinda the same. Praise for everything I already mentioned, then lowering the score based on how much everything else annoyed them. According to IGN, the loading times and slowdown were agonizing, but we don't need to worry about that in the future. GameSpot said the story was unique, involving, and epic in proportion, but the game itself doesn't quite keep up, and that the enemy's limited movement and attack patterns makes dealing with them a chore rather than a test. They still gave it a 7.6 out of 10 despite all that. People were really charmed by this game. A few reviews specifically comment on the skills of the unknown Simon Templeman, which is funny now that he's such a well-known and respected voice actor. One Up praised it for being beautifully rendered and using actual talent for the voices, although even that reviewer says they were totally sick of hearing him scream Ve Victus. Oh, this is a fast travel, right? Go bat mode. I need to be going to Nupraptor's retreat. There's Vorador's mansion as well. Don't care about that. Malek's bastion. Who cares? We need to be going to Nupraptor, which means we need to be going north from here, north and west. That makes sense to me. I don't think I would feel comfortable if I split apart into that many creatures. I'd want to maintain my interiority as much as possible. But maybe you care less about that in Undeath. Is each bat a part of you? What happens if one of those little bats gets mauled by a cat? Flies past the wrong window, gets accidentally mauled. More Hearts of Darkness. But am I running out of Hearts of Darkness?
The Heart of Darkness.
I don't have any Hearts of Darkness left. So I might just die next time I die.
To have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed.
If it was reputed to have been ripped of the chest, how is there more than one of them? Maybe it's just nonsense.
The gypsies.
Oh, you can't
of
be...
distrust and superstition. Most of their babble should be taken with a pinch of salt, since the gypsies often tinker with weary travellers' minds.
Oh,
however, a few
no.
gypsies have something interesting to say.
Look, Kain's from a different time, and he is an absolute friend. This isn't a slur, apparently, in other countries. It is here. Oh, Jesus. Are you fun? Are you friend? I'll assume you're fine. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh my god! You don't have to laugh so much. This one is red. So maybe it's like... special tent. Special boss tent.
There are benefits to travelling beneath a human, guys. The threat to my person is lessened, and much information can be gleaned. However, the illusion is flimsy, and any act of aggression on my part can break the spell.
That's exactly what I want! I want to be a man! Yes! Talk to me!
Something is amiss. The wagons from Avernus just never turned up.
I can speak! Yes! Again, it's not exactly an RPG. I don't get to speak back, and they don't have much to say beyond one line, but I can speak to people now.
The trading caravans from Avernus did not show up this week. Very strange.
I don't know if my human form is even wearing shoes. What about this angry guard?
There's an evil in the air. I can feel it.
Can't be anything to do with that incredibly handsome stranger who went past recently.
Ouch! Hands off, you ugly oaf.
I didn't want to grope you. I'm sorry if the game thought that's what I wanted to do there.
I've heard of a wise oracle who lives in the mountains to the north.
I'm aware that these are not exactly the most interesting tidbits of information to find, but it's just a novelty to have anything. Oh god, I'm sorry!
It can get very cold around here, stranger. I can help you get through it.
She was coming on to me, but then I turned into a monster man. Oh god, wait. No, it just automatically does it in here. The game does not like me being a man in here. Stop it. Stop hitting me. Is that a brothel then? That might be a brothel. God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Just leave me be, please. I mean no harm. Ow! The big ham brothel. Or the big horn. Hello. No, they get very angry if I go in there as well. What do you mean by aggression? I didn't do anything. Did I get an erection? And that was marked as a... Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. I'm trying my best. Stop it. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything and it's just me.
The lunatic was delighted to see me. Perhaps his madness would reveal a greater truth.
Hang on. It might be mana. I'll let him talk. You have perished! Why? What happened? Why have I perished? I'm back. Is this madman going to talk more to me?
The bastards in Stenchen Crow shun me as Nosgoth shuns them. I know what it means to be an outsider vampire. I fear you not. But remember this, there are others who will speak to you, so long as you know how to look.
Fantastic. Are you trying to be Irish, by the way? As long as I have mana, I shouldn't get smashed. Oh my god!
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
Jesus Christ!
Ooh, aren't you the handsome
This doesn't
one?
look consensual. They're actually screaming at me for help. I don't know the safe word, though.
Damned brigands and thieves in the wilderness.
I know, have you seen next door?
Hands off, you ugly oaf.
Stop talking to me. I'm done with you.
We've heard rumours of great unrest in the north.
Hey, up, pies and gravy! Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Just to be safe. It might all be consensual and fine. And you, my friends, will get freed from your misery. It's better this way. You wouldn't have gone on and lived a normal life anyway. Bye! You didn't see anything. I had to play through a good few minutes of game there. And you know what I did to make it quicker? I didn't bother going into that dungeon with the energy ball. I don't have that anymore. I didn't think it was worth it. Anyone else here of note? No, you're just guys. Okay, fine.
Vasabunt lay, its glory now stained and faded, a faithful child in the looming shadow of Nupraptor's retreat.
None of this means much to me. It feels like I should have a novel of like tying in to explain what the hell you're talking about. Oh, it's here. I thought we were going to have to go across more bridges. Oh, you're very angry at me. Oh, I probably should have gotten that spell, shouldn't I? I don't want to die again.
Nupraptor's keep lay west of Vasabunt. I would seek to cut the cancer from its heart.
You have no real knowledge on whether or not that's what you should be doing or not. Are you going to take the word of some random pillar ghost on what your life should be? Don't hurt me! Captain Bitter Suds! I don't really feel like going into Captain Bitter Suds. I can sort of kite. Also, I'm stronger now. But I don't have much in the way of spells. Ow! Oh, Christ, I'm dead! You know what? That's enough Blood Omen. I can already tell that people are going to be like, you didn't give this a fair shake. I find this quite tedious. Maybe it's just because I'm in a bad mood because I'm recording this in a very hot room, but this game kind of irritated me. The character is growing on me as I play more. The combat is like an even more basic and annoying Diablo 1. The UI is very awkward. Without the patch, the camera was making me feel ill, and the whole storyline is so esoteric and silly that I'm finding it quite difficult to take it seriously at all, and I feel like it wants me to take it seriously. Stop playing intro screens, I don't want you. I didn't hate it, but also this isn't one where I'm going to end the video by saying, I'll absolutely play more of this, whether it's on camera or not, because I genuinely don't know. There's a chance that I get bored in the next couple of weeks and go, let's give Blood Omen another go and get really into it, but this just didn't do it for me. I think this has aged very poorly. I think it says a lot that normally in these games I end up recording longer than I should and having videos that are longer than they need to be in order to reach some sort of natural stopping point. But with this, I just don't feel like playing anymore. The thought of going back again through the last save point, which was a good 10 minutes ago, and doing the same things again, just fills me with no spark of joy. I don't want to. I don't want to see this anymore. Not for right now, anyway. This is bordering on a botched video, but it's not quite, so it's still gonna get published. The voice acting is mixed, but okay. I liked how it felt Saturday morning cartoony, very goofy, very silly, but in a maybe self-aware way. I don't know. We'll see when I do the research what tone they were going for. The story is kind of incomprehensible. I was paying attention, but like, what the hell was any of that about? I feel like Kain's reason for existing ended as soon as he killed those assassins at the start of the game. Beyond that, I didn't care anymore. As for the graphics, it's an old game. You can't hate on it too much, but the tiles are all very busy and the fidelity isn't high enough to really complement that busyness. So everything looks a bit muddy and crushed. Parts of it look nice. The animations were very pretty. Some of the character models were pretty good. I mean, I'm only 2 hours in, so I assume it gets a lot more deep and interesting as it goes on, but I don't know if I'm willing to take that journey. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed parts of... Oh god, we are all the way back here in this nightmare. If you did enjoy this, I would recommend going and checking out other games on the channel, watching through all of them. Binge it, why not? What else are you doing with your life? You can also spend €1 a month to become a member of this channel and gain exclusive access to extra videos every so often, as well as just having the knowledge that you're helping me live a lifestyle that I enjoy living. I stream on Twitch multiple times a week. I'm on Blue Sky. I have a Discord which you are free to join. All of these links and more can be found in the description under this video, so check that out as well. I don't even want to engage them. Regardless of what you do, thank you so much once again for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye!